Good evening, everybody. Hello, hello. Hello, Wingates. Job application. Oh my god, job application. I already have a job. What's up, gamers? And also, Silas, hello. Silas, you weren't in the ano. Si Chado bumalik. Kanina nasa YouTube. He was on the YouTube stream a while ago. Shadow has come back after a long time being away. Hello, guys. Yeah, tonight is just gonna be a chatting stream. Chill, just a chill stream. Chill, because I don't want to play with this. Just want to chill tonight. And then I think this coming week is gonna be a little bit busy for me. Just a little bit. But I'll still be able to stream. But not... My next stream for this week will be Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. I'll post the stream schedule later or tomorrow. Either tonight or tomorrow. Yeah. So guys, how's your day? How was your weekend, guys? How was your weekend? How was everybody's weekend? And how's your Sunday? Good evening po. Hello, Nino. Hello. How's everybody's weekend? I hope the weekend's been good to you. To all of you. Uneventful weekend. Hi, Wendell. Hello. Is my volume low? Wait. Oh, I think it's the position of my mic. There, how's that? I did not change the gain of my mic. I think the mic is just too far away from me. And because I'm facing another way. How's it now? How's the sound now? Because I put my the mic is right in front of me. But right when I talk like this, I think the sound is low because when I'm like this, it's a little the mic is a little away from my voice, so it's kind of low, I think. Wait, I'm just Dark Tatay! Hello, Dark Tatay! Welcome to the stream! Hello, welcome. That is an odd name though, Dark Tatay. Wala bang may Dark Nanay ba? Do you have like a partner or a friend na Dark Nanay? Baka buong pamilya yun. Dark Nanay, Dark Kuya, Dark Ate, Dark Bunso, Dark Panganay. Hello, Rockmanshi. Hello. 3 more months to 3 years. Nice! Thanks for the nearly 3 years. Yeah, but Twitch daughter cause Dark Tasik, pero ba't wala pa akong nanay? Okay. Dark GF, Dark Girlfriend. Dark Jowa. Chado, hello! Ayan na! Wendell, tsaka si Silos. Nandito si Chado. Chado is here. He's finally back on Twitch. Do you still remember how to use, Do you still remember how to mod on Twitch, Chado? Baka di mo na, maalala kung paano. Oh wait, Chado, since you're here, type in exclamation point Tule. Since you're here, you have to type it. Type it on the chat, exclamation point Tule. Do it now, we gotta see what happens. We gotta see what happens. Type, Chado, type in exclamation point Tule. O yan o. Mod to mod Tule. Diba, tinuli ni Baxias si Chado gamit baseball bat. Diba, may mod to mod Tule pa. Si Baxias pa yung nagtuli sa'yo. Your PP went longer by 496%. You gotta thank Baxias for that. You have to thank Baxias for that. Pero wala pa si Baxias dito. Baseball bat. Grabe, yeah! You can do it again if you want to try something else. I mean, Fapmaster. Si Fapmaster, he likes playing with the Tuli command. That's like his favorite toy here. He treats it as a gacha. Nino na ano. Okay. What's the agenda for tonight? To be honest, when I scheduled this, it was really whatever, we could talk about whatever, but then, okay, I know what we could talk about. Ay, teka. We can talk about, some recent events. Wait. We can talk about... Oh my god, wait. Have you guys seen yung mga nasa Pilipinas, ha? Let me go to my Facebook page. Ito. Have you guys seen... I mean, syempre, you guys know, kilala niyo naman si Montulpo, di ba? Montulpo? Ramon Tulpo? Ramon Tulpo. So in my IRL Facebook account, he said he had this really long ass post about a doctor that operated on the mother of someone. And wait, let me look for it. It was scattered all over my... I'm not gonna show it, I'm just gonna read it out to you guys. Where is it? Ito. It's a long post. Yeah, that guy, the other tupo, yeah. He's pretty much known now to like do a lot of doctor shaming. You know, Doc Rant streaming. Hey, I've been doing this for quite a while already. Chado. Oh my god, you missed so much, Chado. You missed a lot. You missed the... Wait, were you still existing? When I got caught in an issue. Doc rant stream, I got caught in this one issue of with another VTuber. And it wasn't just me. Oh my god, Chado, do you know the Canva incident? I will never. The Canva incident. Do you know about that? Freaking Canva. Hello, Jax. Hello, Akahuria. Nakanbal. Yeah, Chado is a mod he's been my mod since 2020, and then I think naging inactive like since 2022 or 2022 definitely, because the Canva incident thing happened in 2023. If I'm not mistaken, 2023 yata yun. He's older than me. Yeah, he's one of the OG mods. Actually, yeah. He is one of the OG mods. I don't remember who my other mods were. I think I had... Who was my first mod? Was it Chado? I don't remember anymore. But I know I had... No, it wasn't Chado. I remember my first mod. Anyway, we'll talk about that one later. What happened? Oh, you don't know about the Canva incident. Yeah, I remember who my very first mod was. That very first mod actually had an issue also. The very first mod had an issue. But that was a long time ago. I'll talk about it later. Chado doesn't know the Canva incident. Okay, how do we start? Okay, Chado Matsu, do you know a certain VTuber, a certain Filipino Philippine VTuber, Philippines themed VTuber that is not Lele. Philippines themed VTuber that is not Lele. I'm pretty sure naabutan mo yata si Lele. Okay, it's not Lele, but another Philippine themed VTuber that is not Lele. There's someone else wizard who been focused on my certification the whole week. Canva, yeah, the Canva. Chado doesn't know about the Canva incident. Anyway, Chado, there was another PH VTuber that was slowly. There was one who was gradually growing. Balik natin yapping stream naman. Yeah, basta she was growing as a VTuber. Honestly, I'm away from the local VTuber community for a long time now, so I'm just okay. I'm gonna do this without naming names, okay? But there was a VTuber, Philippine themed VTuber, that was slowly gaining traction. She was actually pretty good at organizing stuff. Like, if she came up with like a lot of projects and all of that. She had like what was that one big project she did? A VR chat related project, it's like VTuber prom but Philippines. I think it was Ball or something. PH VTuber ballroom something. It was in VR chat. She organized that. It happened like yearly, if I remember correctly. Or no, it happened once and it was successful. I did not go to it. And then she had a second one, and I think that's where the problem started. Basta, she was like growing, and she would have been successful. I think she would have. I will like give her credit that she's good at organizing stuff. She's good at organizing things. I'm gonna give her credit for that. But anyway, it just so happened that the second event she held, she had like a contest or something. popularity contest of some sort. No, like best VTuber, best rising star, best singer, or whatever, something like that. Best whatever type category, VTuber, best whatever. And people could nominate whoever they wanted. So it was a voting system like on Twitter or Facebook. And the event happened, and I guess the event was kind of successful at that point. And then that's when some people released a long ass Canva. You know how people would post on Twitter before. I mean, even until now, they would do Google Docs. They would, if they want to post something for awareness on Twitter, it would be on a Google Doc. Someone posted a Canva. It was freaking Canva slides of things that happened behind the scenes and stuff she said behind people's backs. And what's funny is she said a lot of shit behind people's backs. As far as I remember, the contest thing was being rigged. It was rigged, and she said a lot of stuff behind people's backs, like to name a few. Even I was involved. She said stuff about me. She said stuff about Kichan. She said stuff about Pan and Maddie. She said stuff about a lot of PH VTubers, and it was all in a Discord screenshot, man. It was all there. But you know how I found out, guys? This is how I found out, okay? I didn't know what the hell was going on. Because, I barely interacted with her. I barely interacted with her, okay? I barely talked to her. I barely interacted with her, okay? I was just minding my own business. And then, the only time I found out about this whole thing is when, si Morphe was also involved. I think Morphe was involved. Yeah, Morphe was involved there. He was involved. He was also in the screenshot. Morphe DM'd me on Twitter, saying positive. He just messaged me saying like really encouraging, positive vibes kind of message, like, Shiori, I want you to know that you are an inspiration. You're one of the coolest, stuff like coolest VTubers I know. You're so nice. And I found it so at that time when I received that out of nowhere, okay, Morphe would say, I had no idea what was going on, and then Morphe sends me this random DM of like that, and I was thinking, ang sweet naman itong si Morphe, nag-message lang ng ganyan, and I didn't know there was context behind it. I was like, oh, thank you, Morphe. And then I was like wondering, why did he send me that? It is so weird. And then I just moved on with my day. And then someone messaged me. I forgot who. Someone messaged me also, saying, almost the same thing. Like, Shiori, I want you to know that we appreciate you. we appreciate you. Someone else messaged me. That's like the second time in the same day. Shiori, I want you to know that we appreciate you, yada yada. I'm like, and I found it weird. I'm like, and I told that person, you know what? You're the second one to send me something like this out of the blue. I was like, did something happen? Is there something going on that I don't know? Because you're the second one to like tell me this out of the blue, And they're like, yeah. Oh, you don't know? And they're like, you don't know? I'm like, no, I don't know what the hell's going on. What's going on? And then they sent me a screenshot. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, I was laughing. I'm like, what the hell is this? What is this woman saying? I barely even interacted with this person, and she is saying a lot of shit. Basically, she said, what about description niya sa akin, sabi niya, chismosa ako. Hello, I'm Rain. Welcome to the stream. basically, sabi niya, chismosa ako. She doesn't like me daw kasi chismosa ako. And, clout chaser. Wendell Shadow doesn't know. He doesn't know what happened. He was already gone by that time. He was gone like way before that happened. Basta yun yung dalawa eh. Basta she said na ayaw niya sa akin kasi chismosa ako and I was a clout chaser. I was like, what the hell? Where the hell did this come from? I'm just minding my own business. Ba't may sinabi ng ganito? Wala akong ginawa sa kanya. I literally did not do anything to her. I did not say anything. And I did not interact with her much. Tapos yan ang sinasabi niya sa akin. She also said something about other VTubers. Other PH VTubers, I mean. Puto, chismosa talaga. Chismosa nga daw ako eh. Teka, ito. She said something about Ki-chan also. I forgot. Something about Ki-chan getting money from a donathon, which never happened. Something like that. She got money from... She said Ki-chan was like got some kind of donation money, which never happened. And then si Pan daw, snub daw si Pan. Snub daw si Pan. I was like, what? When I saw, I'm like, what? The heck, bro? I'm like, I really don't know. I really don't know what triggered her to say that. I think she has problems, man, for her to even, like, no one was doing anything to her, and then she suddenly says all these things on Discord behind our backs. Like, bro, what's your problem? Like, bro, what's your problem? Yeah, it was fun. It was funny, and then from what I remember, so that Canva thing spread like wildfire in the PH VTuber community, and malamang na-cancel siya. Malamang she got cancelled so bad. She got cancelled so bad, just like how Lele got cancelled so bad, man. She's already gone now. I don't know what happened. The last thing I remember her doing was making TikTok videos trying to quote unquote clap back at other PH VTubers that were calling her out publicly. It's like, oh my god, this woman, man, is like, I don't know. And then after that, she was gone. I don't know what happened to her. But yeah, how did she get? Okay, one VTuber made a Twitter. Not Twitter. Twitch stream that had like 200, 100 plus viewers. Ayan, yung mga 100 plus viewers sa Twitch stream na yan. Yan yung mga tunay na chismoso at chismosa. But anyway, no, she made a stream calling her out, basically. And saying all the stuff that she did behind the scenes. Because apparently, I think they know each other. I don't know. And then, I think she was watching that stream, that's why she made a clap back. There was another VTuber who would post about her on Facebook, and she made a clapback video, which didn't actually do well. You know, it didn't look good on her anyway, because she was already, like, being cancelled so bad. It was really... I mean, that's how bad it was. That's how bad she was. I would imagine getting lots of people. Yeah, well, it was the hottest topic in the Philippine VTuber community at that time. Okay, it was the hot topic. It was the topic. Even Ki-chan. I know even Ki-chan made a stream about it. Because it was that hot. It was that. I think Ki-chan made a stream about it, parodying the Canva. There was a Canva parody. It was so funny. Yan, Google Docy version ng Pinas. Sino naman ito? Yung Canva, mo yung Canva? Kilala mo na yan, archetype yung Canva, the Canva incident. that was like the hottest topic of that time, man. And then it lasted for quite a while. Like, people would still be talking about it even months after the incident. That's how freaking immortalized it is, right? Even until now, you can just say the Canva incident or Canva, and people will know what you're talking about. Like, if everyone in the Philippine VTuber community will know what the Canva incident is. I forget for ever since wala na ako dyan. Hindi naman sa Twitter nangyari to. It wasn't just in Twitter, man. It was on Facebook. Basta VTuber community. The Canva incident. It was so... And also what I remember the incident actually happened on New Year's Day. It happened on New Year's Day. Oh wait, no, it didn't happen 2023. It happened 2021. 2024. It happened last year, bros. It just happened last year. It happened only last year, January 1. So it's like, it's very close. Very recent, actually. I thought it was 2023. It was 2024, January. It happened New Year's Day. Is this one fucker ba yun? Ang dami naman. Anong one fucker? What? It's like, there's a lot of fuckers. Anong chato? The Canva incident. I'm just refreshing Chado. Or no, Chado doesn't know what happened, so I just told him about it. He wanted to know. See, Chado, see? You just mentioned the Canva incident and Pokari knows. Pokari immediately knows. People will know. Hello, Sin, hello. At least in the Philippine VTuber community, they will know. Was it yung kay Bread? No, not yung kay Bread. No, it's the one, the Philippines-themed VTuber that talked shit behind a lot of people's backs, please. Canva kasi pwede naman tweet longer. People don't do tweet longer anymore, and tweet longer cannot be used anymore because people don't use tweet longer anymore because what they do is they use Google Docs now. Oh my gosh, Shadow, you really are out of the loop. They use Google Docs now. They don't use TwitLonger. It's Google Docs. And then we have Canva. I'm so happy I don't remember that shit. The cancel technology timeline should be studied. Dun, dun. Wait, hold on. Hold on. I will be right back. Hold on, guys. Give me a few seconds. Wait. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I've never seen this mod before. Oh, you haven't seen Chado. Oh, yes. Yeah, Chado was my mod since 2020. And then he went on hiatus in 2023, I think. Or a little before that. I don't remember. But, yeah, he has been away for some years now. And then he just showed up. He just showed up today, actually. In the YouTube stream. I'm a new mod. Yes, I'm a new viewer too. I just started watching yesterday. But anyway, yeah. Hello, nice boy. Hello. Anyway, so that's all. That's all I can talk about Chado. I think that's the only thing. That's the only biggest issue that you missed. Because after that incident, wala na masyado. Oh wait, no wait, Chado. Do you know? Did you naabutan mo ba yung kometa? Wait, Chado, naabutan mo ba yung kometa? I think you did. I think naabutan mo yung kometa. Do you know what happened to Kometa? Yeah, I think, yeah, you were there when Kometa debuted, I think. Yeah? Chado. I think you were there when Kometa debuted. Kometa, yeah, you know Kometa, the the first Filipino VTuber corporation or Filipino VTuber company. Did she already play the more? I did actually run in. I did like last year, I think last year. Change stream title to T recap stream. No, I'm doing this for China, man. I was supposed to talk about something else. This is like Lion and Narnia. I was there when it was written. Oh yeah, the you know Elaine, Miria, and Virgil. Those are the 3 VTubers. Oh, you know what happened? Okay, you know what happened. You know what happened to you know what happened to them. Yeah, that one was crazy. That one was crazy, man. Hello, Unstoppable. Hello, another stream today. Yes. Hello. Oh, wait, well, at least Chado knows. Chado knows, so I don't need to talk about it. I know one VTuber there, silent. Oh, you do? Oh no. I hope she's doing okay now, whoever it is. But I guess, you know. Have you seen Shiori's feet reveal? What the hell? I don't think he did he? No, he did not. Since he's asking about it, no, he did not. He did not see it. He did not reach that. He did not reach it. He did not reach Di niya naabutan. He did not reach that. I think those are the biggest issues since you left. Or yeah, just the Canva incident and then Kometa. The rest of whatever happened was just like those are smaller whatever issues happened aside from those two were just like small time issues. I think. Would you play Shark Dentist at one point? Oh yeah, actually I've seen clips of it. I am interested in Shark Dentist, but then I am very picky with getting games right now. How much is? I can put on my I can put on my wish list. But I think I would play it. Come in stream, shut up. Oh my god, Pokari. You know what? I think, you know what, Pokari? I think you are one of those. You are probably the first, if not one of those, who bookmarks my tweets. Ikaw, pag may nag-bookmark ng tweet ko, ikaw yun. I'm just gonna assume, oh, this is Pokari. Ikaw yun. Ikaw yun. If I see one bookmark on my tweet, I'm just gonna assume that one bookmark is Pokari. How about Peak? Yeah, I'm planning to play Peak with Core. I have to invite her. That reminds me, I should bookmark the Booba tweets. Oh my god. God. Oh my god, you know what? I have not been posting properly on Twitter for quite a while. Like, majority of my recent posts on Twitter are just like stream schedules, yeah. Not much anything else. Like either retweets, QRTs, or stream schedules. It ruined my algorithm. Like my tweets are not being seen anymore. There's only one Booba tweet, Sudok, and it did go viral. I actually had 3. I had 3. Two of them were featured in false IDs videos. Wait, was it? Was it 2 of them? No, I think false ID only featured 1. I don't remember. Basta, 1 was in false ID. The other one was in Sankaku Complex website. And then the other one, I don't think the other one really gained that much. It didn't really get that popular. One was your model and the other was a bow shirt. Yeah, the bow shirt was the one in false ID's video. The model... no, there was another one. The one where I had like half IRL and half the model. That one was in Sankaku Complex. It ended up in Sankaku Complex. And then, there was another one also, but it's like... There was another one with me wearing my shirt. I'm gonna post it on stream now. See, this is Pokari. Pokari bookmarks my tweets. This is it. I know now. I now know that the first person who bookmarks my tweets is Pokari. Like, if I see one bookmark, I'm gonna assume it's Pokari. Like this. You see this? I posted about my sugar glider. There's one bookmark now. This is Pokari. I'm just gonna assume this is Pokari. I posted about my sugar glider. You know, my sugar glider was being cute and everything, and I wanted to take a photo. I wanted to take of my sugar glider because he was so cute. But then I didn't realize, I didn't know that the flash was on. And my phone was on, like, so close to the sugar glider's face, and then it flashed. It flashed on his eyes, man. I saw, like, the pupils of his eyes. And then he, like, the sugar glider stared at me for, like, 10 seconds. was like, oh no, I am so sorry. I was like, oh, I am so sorry. I just burned your eyes. I think he's okay though. I think he's okay. I don't think he's gonna go blind after that. Sugar glider got ash baby. Yeah. It was so. I even have the photo. Wait, I think I posted the photo on Discord. I didn't post it on on Twitter, but I posted. Wait, I'm gonna show you the photo, man. I'm gonna show you the photo here. It was so funny. I'm going to show you the photo like right now, right here. Hold on. Save image. Okay. I'm gonna show you what my sugar glider looked like after that. For those who are not in my Discord. Wait. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at that! You can see the pupil on his eyes. I was like, oh my god, I am so sorry. I was like, he trusted me. I flashed. He got. Oh god, I was so guilty. I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was like saying sorry to him. I was saying sorry to him. I was like, I'm so sorry. I flashed like bright light onto you, and he just stared at me like for like 10 seconds. God. God, he's literally like that SpongeBob meme, man. Okay, we're done looking at that. Done looking at that. Ay, bakit yung mata ko? I think he's okay now. I hope he didn't go blind. I hope he's not gonna go blind. He stared at you and said why. I think that's exactly what he did. He just stared at me. For 10 seconds. Like... And he wasn't moving. He just stared at me. He just looked at me straight in the face. I think his life flashed before his eyes. He probably saw the afterlife for like a split second. Present, hello, Doc, hello, Mama. Hello, Noe. Hello, hello. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I did. Oh, and my other, what to say? I did not tweet about it, but my Shiba is still recovering from having his balls removed My Shiba had his balls removed and he's still recovering. He's still in the cone of shame. Yeah. Parang yung deer nakakita ng sasakyan wala sa daan. Shiba balls gone. Yeah. He had his balls removed. He's still recovering. And he's he is a little hyper, say the least. Like, he really wants to play, but he can't because he's in a cone. So... Did he at least get to continue his legacy before losing it? What do you might continue his... Oh, his bloodline, no. No, his bloodline ends there. I did not. I wanted to have him neutered already before he got any aggressive. Because Shibas are pretty... Shibas, from what I read, are... can be aggressive. Nambola na ba si Fapmaster? Actually, I haven't seen Fapmaster today. I don't think he was in the YouTube. And he wasn't here. Wait. That means I can tell him we can tell him that two stream miss, really? Okay. That means we can tell him that his progress has to be restarted. Tell him that his progress will be restarted. I feel bad for him, man. No. Just tell him his progress will be restarted. Just say it. Just say it. I won't. Don't worry, I won't. But just tell him. This is what he gets for messing with me. I'm gonna mess with him now. I'm gonna tell him his progress is restarted. Clip it, guys. Clip this. Like, Fapmaster, since you missed my gorilla stream and you are not here in this Twitch stream, your progress will be restarted. I am sorry, but you know, the deal was all my streams. He will see 1 out of 30 stream chat next time and his life will be ruined. Master eh. Yeah, you know, baka hindi alam ni Chado yung context. Fapmaster has to say that I am say-so every time I stream for 30 streams. Because he's willing to do that, by the way. Because he wants free Alt F4 sachets. Even though they're expired. The ones I have here are expired, and he's willing to do that for expired Alt F4 sachets. Oh my god. Anyway, just say it. Just tell Fap that it has been restarted. Just tell him that. Oh my god, Pokari! Why are you showing my feet? And my boobs! Itong si Pokari. Pokari! He's showing on Twitter, on Discord. What the hell? Let me see if this still works. Oh. Yes, it does. That reminds me, what flavor do you recommend? of Alt F4. My favorite is Calamansi. By the way, okay, I'm gonna do it here, just like I said in my YouTube stream a while ago, guys. You have until the end. Oh no, you have until August 30 to use my code. By the way, the code for Alta 4, if you want to buy and you want the 5% discount, you have until August 30. Okay, guys. Chat, don't miss this opportunity to have a 5% off discount on all Alt F4 products on Shopee and on TikTok. Okay? You gotta buy from, if you want, I think you can only use the code once. So if you want to, gusto sulit, you buy from Shopee. Make sure you buy, what you want on Shopee, and then you buy on TikTok. That's the only time you can use it twice. You use it on Shopee and on TikTok. Do you see how many people have used your code? No, I don't actually, but they should update me about it. They let me know. They update every now and then. So far wala pang update. Eto. Wait, I do have it. You can use it once. You can use it once on Shopee and once on TikTok. So, if you wanna use it again, if you bought on Shopee, the next time you use it, it has to be on TikTok. Flipped, oh god. God. Oh yeah, here, I have one. Oh, is this updated? Uh-oh. Okay, I think majority of people only bought on Shopee. Guys, you can buy from TikTok too, okay? You can buy on Shopee first and then buy on the TikTok. That's what you guys need to do if you wanna try the Alta 4. You know what? I'm thinking of holding a raffle for this also. I think I'm gonna hold an Alta 4 raffle. I'm going to get like a tub and maybe the starter pack, and then we'll hold a raffle. I think I'll hold one this month. And then whoever wins locally will, only locals though, okay? Only for Filipinos, they win the Alta 4. I think I'll do that. I'll make one this month. We got laser iced tea. Oh, laser iced tea is okay. My favorite one is calamansi and the raspberry. Yeah, I'll do a raffle. We'll see when I can do it. Maybe, let's see. If I look at my calendar, maybe I can do it on... either next week or the week after. I'm getting the calamansi flavor. Yes! Calamansi is good. Okay. Anyway, take this out. Guys, Alt F for pawn. The O in pawn is an O. It's not a 0. Okay. Alt F for pawn. For 5% discount. I should make another like post about Altaflora. Maybe. Free tubs. Yeah, I think I will. We'll see which one I can hold for a raffle. Either tub or a starter kit. I think I'm gonna try them. We'll see what works for me. Yeah, there's a lot of flavors. Just you can start with the sachets. But the best one I like is calamansi. Hypnos, thank you for the raid. Hello, welcome to the stream. If you like, so calamansi is like one of the best ones. And then if you want something a little sweeter, or if you have a sweet tooth and you want something really sweet, you get the melon one. The iced tea is okay. Iced tea is pretty good. And also the raspberry. I like the raspberry. The orange one is okay too. It tastes like Tang. Kinda like Tang. I don't have a sweet tooth. I blame my coffee addiction. Ew, kape. I don't like coffee. Coffee is ill to me. That's why I go to energy drinks for caffeine. Should we talk about? Oh wait, let's go back to what I was trying to talk about a while ago. Let's go back to what I was trying to talk about a while ago. What was I supposed to... wait, yung kay Ramon Tulpo. Wait, did the issue reach Twitter? Let's see. Or is it only on Facebook? A lot of medical societies spoke up about what Tulfo said. We were talking about your feet earlier. Oh god. Hi Emmer, hello! Welcome! Hello! Student mind. Yeah, hello! You missed my Tekken stream yesterday. I was playing quick match and getting wiped by an Anna. It was an Anna. But then it's okay because that Anna had a freaking 13 win streak and I broke it. I was like, yeah, I broke your streak. I'm happy. I am happy. I'm exploring combo. You know what? I'm still doing the one that Mr. Croft's video, the combos, and I still haven't gone through Cilantro's video. Cilantro's like long ass video god, I haven't really been practicing the past few days also because I have a lot of stuff on my plate. But because I tried putting Tekken practice on my schedule, but I can't. I mean I can't. No, not that I can't. I mean I don't follow through with it because I have so many things I need to do this week and next week actually. And I found a YouTube short where they made their bride into me. Some people do that. Like I saw Windgates. Windgates made his Heihachi into a Xiaoyu. So imagine a big buff, wrinkly dude dressed up as Xiaoyu with the pigtails and everything. Ridiculous. I think I posted it before. It was... Wait, I think... Wait. I think I can find it. Is Wingates here? Wingates, are you in the stream? I think he posted it on Reddit. But I don't know where. I think it was on Reddit, and it got a lot of traction there. There was a photo of it there. I can't find it. It's like a long time ago. I think I posted it on... No, wait. I think I posted it on Discord. On the game... gaming chat. I think it's here. Did I post it? I think I posted it here. I also saw Heihachi dressed up as Reina. I saw Heihachi dressed up as Reina. It looked so ridiculous. Imagine a big buff. Oh, I felt. Eto! Oh, it was also Wingates. It was also Wingates. So I'm gonna show you. Look at this! Buff Reina. Look at Reina's legs, yo. Look at those thick thighs. And gastrocs. This is Heihachi. This is Heihachi. Oh, I did not, yung Xiaoyu wala dito. It's just the Heihachi. The Reina. Nabuga ko kinaya. I'm sorry. You fought a buff Bokuto. What is that? The Jin? The Jin? The Bao, yeah, the Jin. The Jin. And his name was like Gura's Kuni something. Like Gura's Kuni. I wonder what happened to that guy. Never showed himself. He never showed himself. That guy. Okay. What else should we talk about? Oh, okay. Well, where was I talking? I was talking about Ramon Tulfo this when I started. I actually wanted to, when I saw Ramon Tulfo's post on Facebook, it's basically a doctor shaming post. I wanted to stream about it, but then I was thinking, if I'm gonna stream about doctor shaming, I might as well talk about different examples. Doc, I gotta go now. It's 5 p.m. here. I gotta shop for dinner. Okay! Thanks for stopping by, Chado. Thank you. Atsu, Chado. Bye-bye. And welcome back. Bye-bye. Did I just join at the end? No, you didn't. Don't worry about it. It's just a Chado that had to leave. Yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, Ramon Tulfo, I mean, you guys are familiar with him, right? At least the ones who live in the Philippines, you guys are familiar with him for sure. And he has a history of shaming healthcare workers. I think the one recently is his third time. If I remember correctly. Is it the third time? I think it's the third time. The first time was like when he the first one was when he brought a kid to PGH, if I remember correctly. I don't know if he did it before that, but I remember the issue in PGH. For those who don't know what PGH is like the Philippine General Hospital. It's like the biggest government hospital in the country, or in the Philippines, or Manila. If I remember correctly, on that case, they were in, I forgot where they were driving. Basta, his driver accidentally hit a kid. Hit a little boy. I don't know if it's a boy. Hit a little kid. So it was a car accident. They hit a boy, and they had to rush that kid to a hospital. The odd thing is, they did not rush that kid to the nearest hospital. They had to take him. They were far away, and they took him to PGH, which was another hospital like far away from where the incident happened. And yeah, I know. Ramon Tulfo, PGH. I forgot where it was. But he did not bring that kid to the nearest hospital. He brought him to PGH. And then he demanded the doctors there to like look at the kid. And I think that there was a resident doctor who did look at the child, and the assessment of the doctor was that it's not serious. So that means the child is pretty much if the child's injured, it's minor. It's a minor injury. And so, the child, you know, in the ER, in a hospital setting, when you're in the ER, it's not first come, first serve. Okay? The service in the ER is not first come, first serve. So even if you were the earliest patient to come to the ER, it does not mean that you're gonna be the first one to be served or the first one they're gonna treat. The triage system is urgent matters first. Whoever is more urgent or has a more severe symptoms and needs immediate assistance or immediate management will be served first. That's how ER triage is. The triage, like, they group patients into like urgent, non-urgent, stuff like that. So I think in that case, the doctor saw and then deemed the case non-urgent or not as urgent because the injuries seemed to be minor. And then I think what happened was Tulpo nagwala, started shouting and causing a scene there, and then started yelling a lot of shit to the doctor. And then he also, I think there was a video was taken. And it was posted online. It was posted online. Yeah. The kid is okay, by the way. The kid was fine. So, a lot of doctors called him out for his bullshit. And, I don't think he ever apologized. Oh, the child was a girl. Oh, here. Yeah, he did not apologize. It says here, I'm sorry for my outburst, but I'm not going to apologize to the doctor and the hospital. I made my point clear. I was concerned for the child. I'm apologizing for my outburst that was uncalled for. God. And in that video, he was yelling a lot of shit, expletives. He was cussing out the doctor. Nabugbog na nga siya sa Naya, di ba? Oh my god, yeah, that's right! This point is clear. Parang clear lang yung plastic ng tubig niya. And then I think the second one is when he, asan yan? Ramon Tulpo. Wait, I think I have it on my... The other one was when he commented on how, Where is it? Do I have it? I think I have it here. What is that? There was another one, but he didn't name anyone. He just, like, said it in general. Yung ano... Where is it? I think, oh my god, is it really way back? Where is it, bro? I can't find it. Wait, I'm looking for it. Okay, here it is. Here it is. I found it. Okay, he says here, it's in Tagalog, okay, so... because I think that time there was a post in, I forgot where, but there was a poster that was being posted where they said bawal ang maangas dito sa ospital ng something something. Okay? And a lot of healthcare workers were like saying, calling it out, saying it better be both ways, because there are relatives and patients na maangas that they are being rude. There are patients and relatives who are rude to healthcare workers. So I think, and then this is what he said. Ang sagot ng mga staff sa mga government hospitals sa pagiging maangas nila, tambak sila sa trabaho, maliit ang sahod at makukulit ang pasyente. So he said the staff in government hospitals are saying that the reason for them being what's maangas? Being for having outbursts or being somewhat rude or is because they are overworked, have small salaries, and because the patients are rowdy, something like that. Rowdy, okay. And then the next sentence says, di mag-resign sila at maghanap ng ibang hanap buhay kung nahihirapan sila. he says, then they should just resign and look for another job if they're having a hard time. Like, bro, are you kidding me? Nakalimutan na yata ng ating mga doktor, nurse at nursing aides sa mga public hospitals ang kanilang sinumpaang Hippocratic oath. So, the doctors, nurses, and nursing aides in public hospitals probably forgot their Hippocratic oath. Ito ang nakasaad sa English ng sinumpaan nila. So this is what's written in English. The Hippocratic Oath outlines a physician's ethical and professional obligations, emphasizing the commitment to help the sick, avoid harm, and maintain confidentiality. It includes promises to prescribe beneficial treatments, refrain from administering harmful substances like poisons or causing abortions, and to treat patients with respect and dignity. The oath also emphasizes the importance of sharing medical knowledge and maintaining the integrity of the profession. Uulitin ko yung parte tungkol sa pagtrato sa mga pasyente, to treat patients with respect and dignity. This post pissed off a lot of people. I mean, it's true that, as a professional, you gotta try your best not to be rude to patients. I mean, of course, you're a professional, you shouldn't be rude, but then sometimes you can't really blame these guys because the workload is really a lot. The workload is ridiculous. And then, yung sahod, salaries are shameful. And for nurses especially, they are underpaid and they handle way more patients than they're supposed to. Like, sometimes it's one nurse to like multiple patients. More like 10, 1:10 or more. Like, that would drive a normal person. That would drive like a person crazy, man. This is why the nurses prefer to work abroad. You know what the nurses here do? The nurses here in the country, what they will do is they will work 2 years here locally. They will work a few years locally, but their end goal is to go out of the country. Their end goal is to work outside because they get paid more. That's the sad reality. We don't have nurses, or we don't have that many nurses that actually stay. The ones that do stay because they can't really go abroad and they're just stuck here, Or basta something is stopping them from going abroad. Or, there's also those that genuinely really want to stay just to help out. There's also those. But a lot of nurses stay for a few years, 2 years, I think the minimum is 2 years, and then they go abroad. They apply to go abroad. Everyone wants to go out of the country, yes. Even doctors. Some doctors, go abroad and work there because they get paid more. So, yeah. That's one. And then, he made another one, the recent one. The recent one, and he got called out by multiple Philippine medical societies. Where did he answer them, by the way? Let's see. Here he is. This one. I'm gonna talk about this one. So he had another one. This one was worse, by the way. The recent one is a lot worse. Okay, the recent one is a lot worse because he dropped names. So he has a picture of a patient's foot wrapped in elastic bandage, and then he says, "Bakit walang konsiderasyon naman itong si Dr. Ramon Ribu, specialist sa Philippine Heart Center? Ang nanay ng kaibigan ko na si Philip Gabas ay di makalabas ng heart center dahil sinisingil sila ng 85,000 pesos. Kulang na lang ng 100,000 pesos ang babayaran ni Philip pero nagpalaki ay yung professional fee ni Dr. Basically saying, why is this doctor not considerate? And he is a specialist in the Philippine Heart Center. The mother of my friend cannot be discharged out of heart center because they are asking for 85,000 pesos. And was this kulang na lang? I think he's lacking 110,000 pesos. And what raised the price is the professional fee. Mahirap lang si Philip. Maliit lang kanyang sahod. So, he's poor. He has small salary. Siya lang ang may trabaho sa kanilang magkakapatid. He's the only one who works. So, dinala ni Philip ang kanyang ina sa heart center matapos ang palpak na operasyon sa binti nito ng... Oh God, he even named the hospital SDS Memorial Hospital sa Marikina. He named everything. So, this guy brought his mother to heart center after a quote-unquote failed operation in Marikina. Malaki ang binayad ni Philip sa tulong ng kanyang mga kaibigan sa SDS Memorial. So, they paid a lot in the previous hospital. Nagbigay and then after saying all that comes this paragraph, guys. Nagbigay ng perang Malasakit Center ang kapatid kong si Senator Erwin at Congressman Miro Kimbo ng Marikina, isa pang opisyal ng gobyerno at Caridad Titulpo Foundation para sa Bill's Heart Center. God. after he berates God. After he name drops all these the hospital and the surgeon, he's like, but we in the Malasakit Center gave money, blah blah blah. And then, kung hindi sa napakalaking professional fee ni Ribo ay 25,000 na lang sana ang babayaran ni Philip upang makalabas sila. Di naman major surgery. Quote-unquote. Di naman major surgery, sa binti lang. Bakit ganon? Bakit naman ganon kalaki ang bayad sa ospital at mga doktor? That's what he says. yeah, that's what he says. Why are doctors charging so big? And he says it's not a major surgery. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing about this. Okay, Philippine Heart Center. So you know that patients that go there are usually any patients mostly related to heart or vascular disease. Heart and vascular, thoracic and vascular surgeons, they undergo, wait, I don't know, how long is fellowship? Fellowship, ECVS. How many years? How many years is TCVS fellowship? Okay, 3 years! Okay, to become a thoracic and cardiovascular surgeon, okay, to become that, you have to have 5 years of surgery residency on top of med school and your internship. You have to have 5 years of surgery residency plus 3 years fellowship in thoracic and cardiovascular surgery. So that's training. After becoming an MD, that's training for 8 years. Okay? That is 8-year training. And if you're going to have an operation sa binte or on the leg, that is vascular related. Vascular related, okay? Because bro, if he had a wound on his leg, like a simple wound that isn't vascular, he wouldn't have to be in heart center, or he wouldn't need a specialist for this. But apparently a specialist did this. So that means the injury is, or the wound is related to the blood vessel. And that's not simple. I mean, looking at the photo here, looking at the photo that Ramon Tulfo provided, I think this person has peripheral arterial occlusive disease. Or PAOD, we call it PAOD. Peripheral arterial occlusive disease. It's like, basically, it's when the arteries on your limb is clogged. And usually those kinds of diseases where the arteries on your leg or your limb is clogged, blood cannot go through, and when blood cannot go through, that part of the limb does not receive enough oxygen. And when you don't receive enough oxygen on that part of the limb, it dies. Like a person, if you don't get enough oxygen, you're gonna die. So the chances of this becoming worse is very high, and actually this patient could have been amputated, but the person wasn't amputated because of the, you know, whatever the surgeon did here. He probably cleared up the clog. This is not just a minor surgery. Just because it's on the leg. Just because a surgery was done on a certain part of the body that doesn't look so big to you, it doesn't mean it was a minor surgery. This was done by a specialist for a reason, and it is not simple. This is about that post. Yeah, the one with the Ramon Tulpo. Sa binti lang naman. Oh God. He doesn't. He's just too proud. Like, a lot of society spoke up about it. I think, wait, there was one Philippine Medical Association. They investigated, apparently, based on their reply. They investigated, and here we go. The PMA condemns the recent viral post on social media, public shaming a surgeon-physician. Professional fees of doctors can vary based on several factors, including complexity and type of service rendered and level of expertise of the physician handling the case. Each doctor has the right to determine the worth of his services rendered, guided by a common relatives value scale followed in the Philippines. Based on accounts of services rendered to the patient mentioned in the case and the hospital charges and professional fees were within acceptable limits of ethical practice. So whatever the surgeon charged was fair. We therefore condemn the post to malign a physician who performed his duty well. He was singled out despite the fact that there were several medical specialists who handled this very complex case. Based on facts gathered, the high professional fee in question was incorrect and was actually lower. The physicians even agreed to be paid with a guarantee letter. Do you know? Freaking guarantee letters are never a guarantee. Considering the patient was treated with utmost compassion and concern by several attending physicians for more than 20 days, the social media post claiming heartless treatment from physicians is unjust and called for. You know, guarantee letters and promissory notes, those are not guaranteed. Baka Doc si Tulfo palaging bagsak sa school kaya this is his way of retaliating. And people are magna cum laude. Baka, I don't really know. Let me guess, did the doctor perform a non-invasive procedure on the patient? No, I don't think it's non-invasive. I'm not so sure. They don't mention the specific procedure done, but if I look at maybe they did. Maybe it was minimally invasive, or the incision was tiny because the leg is just wrapped in elastic bandage. There's no amputation. I really pray he wouldn't require doctor's expertise in the future. Yeah, you know, that's the thing. I don't know. If he ever gets sick, good luck finding a doctor. Because, you know, doctors have the right to refuse patients except in emergencies. So, we, as doctors, if it's an emergency, then we have to do what we can. But if it's like an elective case, we have the right to refuse. So if he comes in with with hemorrhoids. If he comes in with hemorrhoids, good luck. You're gonna keep those hemorrhoids. Almoranas ka hanggang hanggang tumanda. Hanggang lolo ka na. Yeah, doctor has a right to refuse. That's why. And then he's probably, if a doctor refuses him, he's probably gonna post on social media like, this doctor refused me. Yeah, this doctor refused me and based he did not follow the Hippocratic oath. Blah, 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 blah. God. It's crazy. I don't know why he's like that. Maybe he's just clout chasing. I don't know. Maybe he's just clout chasing, and he knows that doctors are gonna go up in arms when he posts anything about medical services. But he's still a piece of shit. I'll recommend his switch talk. Yeah, he can go. Why doesn't he just go to the Albulario? It's crazy though. Like, you know, I understand. Like, I see a lot of doctors shaming stuff. I've seen a lot. Like, there's another one. Actually, another one came up on my feed today. And it was one about the East Ave. Let me look for it. Okay, here we go. There was one recently sa East Ave. Sa East Ave, but it's not Ramon Tulfo. It's just like someone complained and it's really long. It's like really long, yo. Oh, ang haba nito. This is really long. Yeah, there's one of us East Ave. I'm gonna try to summarize this, but basically it says here, worst hospital, East Avenue Medical Center. Long post is basically this dude's father died there. And his complaints are the following. It's really long though. It's like so long. I'll try to shorten it. Okay, his complaints are one of the following. But to be fair, some of his complaints are what do you call it? Are legitimate. But then it's like it's not completely the fault of the doctors. It's like the entire system already. Because you know how it is when you go to a government hospital, public hospital, government hospital, don't expect the same kind of service and it's the same quality of service as in a private hospital, because the difference is there's a big difference. In a private hospital, usually private hospitals, they are rich. Those are rich hospitals. They have almost everything you need. They have the facilities, they have the meds, they have everything. They have everything in their cabinets, man. They have the latest machinery. They have enough staff. And they have they treat patients, or they handle patients in the ideal. Like, everything they do is within the ideal. In a government hospital, though, it's not ideal, so you expect slower service, expect to see overworked staff, like super overworked staff. Expect sometimes that, you know, how do you say? The service is not as perfect. Killdeer, they expect the government hospital to do similar as a private one. Well, he actually says here, disclaimer, this post is for people like us na hindi afford ang private hospitals. So I guess he's aware. But, let's see. Okay, number 1. This is what he says. Ang babata ng mga doktor at ang hirap hagilapin. Like, ang babata ng mga doktor. That, I don't know why he had to say this. I think God. Yeah, yes, number 1. Ang babata ng mga doktor. How dare doctors be so young? You know, well, I think it's because some people don't know about this. I mean, it's okay. In a lot of hospitals the quote-unquote young doctors that people see are resident doctors. Just like when I was in, residency, where we are the young doctors. We are the first ones that are gonna see you. And even more so in a government hospital. Government hospitals are manned by residents. They're the ones that are there almost 24/7. The residents. So I think that's what he meant by ang babata ng mga doktor. Because if you've been there the entire day, you're gonna be seeing a resident doctor. But that's how it is. That's how we are trained. We are, as a resident, we are the ones that man the hospital as the doctors, and then we call and update our attending physicians, and then we decide with the attending physicians what we're gonna do. The attending physicians will do rounds when they can, or when it's emergency. But the ones that are there almost 24/7 are the residents. And if you're a resident there, you are handling multiple patients. Because in some hospitals, okay, let's say in some hospitals you only have a certain number of residents per department. Let's say in surgery you have like 15 residents in surgery. So 15 residents in surgery, and then when they're on duty, so magabi, when they're on duty, only 4 or 5 are left behind in the hospital. Okay? In the daytime, it's a complete set. But then when it's nighttime, during the duty nights, there's only 5. Okay? So, imagine when everything gets busy at night and there's only 5 people, 5 residents there. They handle everything. They man everything at night. Okay. So, basically, yeah, ang babata ng mga doktor at ang hirap hagilapin. So, I'm just suggesting those batang doktor. Those are residents and they're doing rounds on multiple patients. Multiple. He says they lack skills and knowledge since bata pa. They lack skills and knowledge since bata pa rin mga to. God. What else did he say? Yeah, yun. He says the doctor didn't do rounds or does rounds every 5 days. I don't know. We have to hear the side of the doctors though. This is hearsay to me. Number 2, puno na daw at pagpapasapasahan ka. Well, yeah, you're in a government hospital, man. Expect this. Laging puno. ICU, puno na yan. ER beds, puno na. Wala nang beds. Yeah, government hospital, yeah, expect this. This is... Palagi nila itong linya lalo pag hindi nila kaya ang case ng patient. Malamang. Malamang, bro. Kesyo marami ang patients and need lumipat sa iba. Na sana nung sinabi nyo sa amin to, nag-back out na talaga kami. I have a feeling they were being told, but they were very persistent. Dito ka lang nakakita ng pagdating mo with the ER patient, ikaw pa maghanap ng wheelchair para i-accommodate ka nila, tapos isa lang pwede magbantay. That's how it is. Wait, that's how it is though in government hospitals. This is how it is. There's so many people in the ER, bro. You can't have like a whole group of people there, man. Yeah, one bantay policy. Yeah, this is what happens. You really can't have more. You can't have more than a group of people. I mean, more than one person. Hi, Midori. Hello. Welcome to the stream. What's good? I'm good. And then the wheelchair thing, yeah, that's common also. Government hospital, that is common. If everyone is busy, nobody's gonna get the wheelchair for you. Unfortunately, that's how it is. It's a terrible, it's not a good thing. I'm not saying it's like I'm not saying it's a good thing, or, you know, I'm not saying like it's okay for it to be like that. But it is like that because everyone's busy. it's a system problem. It's not really, not the doctor's fault or the nurse's fault. Oh, wait, what is this? Wala akong pakialam sa in-house war nyo per departments. You should be professional para hindi man lang maramdaman ng patients nyo na ayaw nyo silang gamutin. I have no idea what this one is. I have no idea. He probably, I don't know. He probably observed, like, referrals happening. He probably observed, referrals happening or something. Parang mga batang nagtatantrums kung bakit sa kanila pinapasa yung patient na di daw dapat sa kanila. Oh, okay. I see what he mean. I see what he's going at. Okay, yeah. This. Oh, I can explain this one. I think I can explain this one. This is common. This is very common. I think he observed that. He observed it. You know, when it's like this, this happened to me before. Like, a patient comes in the ER, a bedridden patient comes in the ER, and then this patient is, a stroke patient with pneumonia, a stroke patient with pneumonia, like he had a stroke before, that's why he's bedridden, and then he has pneumonia and heart problems, and he has a bed sore. So he goes to the ER, and then the nurse will call me, tells me about all these things, and I'm like, okay, I would be like, inform internal medicine. And then they inform internal medicine, and then nobody wants to admit the patient. Like, so I would be like, I would go war mode, man. Magwawarla ako dun. I'm like, bro, internal medicine. Like, are you not gonna admit this patient? This patient needs to be admitted. And they're like, yeah, you can admit the patient. Like, bro, I am surgery. Our concern is the bed sore. We do not handle the heart and the pneumonia. We're in surgery. Our concern is the bed sore. And they're like, yeah, but the complaint was the bed sore. I'm like, bro, the bed sore is a secondary problem. This patient is a stroke patient. He got the bed sore because of the stroke. And because he's bedridden, he's getting all these other, he's getting all the complications of being bedridden. He has pneumonia. He probably ate and aspirated and he got pneumonia. And then he's bedridden because he has a bed sore. Like, this is a medical problem. This is probably what happened. There. and the guy, the relative of this patient, saw it happening. They're probably arguing like, yo, this is your patient. You guys gotta admit this and we'll be the referral. We're like, you gotta admit this. We're not the main service. We can't be the main service. This is yours. This is for you. This is your service. We're the referral. We're not the main service. I think that's what this guy saw. He saw it, and I would say it's the residents' fault that they did it out there in public. They argued out there in public, and the guy saw it. They should have settled that matter somewhere else where no one can see them. Because if a relative sees that discourse happening, they're gonna think like, what the hell is wrong with these people? You guys are doctors. You gotta do something. They don't care. It's true. As a layman, as a relative of a patient that you brought into the hospital, you don't give a shit about the technicalities. you just want your relative to be treated. So chismoso pala siya. I don't know. I don't know how he saw all that. I'm just gonna assume that the residents that were arguing about who will be the main service of this, probably did it in an open area where he saw it happening and he just listened in. They should have done it somewhere else. Because that's what happens. People who don't understand and, are worried about the patient they brought in, worried about their relative, their father, they won't give a shit about what about who's the main service or what. They just want to be, they just want the patient to be treated. Kaya nga yung ibang ospital kinakasuhan kasi minsan di sila nag-a-admit basta-basta ng pasyente. Yeah, it's like, how do you say, if a surgeon admits a patient that is not surgical, it's a waste of time on our part. Or it's like, it's like having an ophthalmologist admit a patient for stroke. Like, why? A patient that had a stroke, the main problem is the stroke. And you have an ophthalmologist admit this patient even though the complaint is stroke, simply because he has cataract. That's how it looks like. That's how it would be like. Like, why? Why should the ophthalmologist admit a patient whose main problem is the stroke? It should be the neurologist that admits the patient because the main problem is a stroke, and then it'll be a referral to the ophthalmologist so that they can deal with the eyes, the cataract. So it's kind of the same. Like in the example I gave earlier where a patient with pneumonia, bedridden patient with pneumonia and stroke and bed sore. The bed sore is a secondary problem. It always is a secondary problem. Because people don't develop bed sores unless they're bedridden. That's what it means. That's why when I'm on duty and then people are gonna be like, we have a patient here with bed sore. I'm like, okay, I am gonna admit the patient. I'd be waiting. I'd be like, is internal medicine admitting the patient? And they'll be like, no, because the patient complained as bed sore. I'm like, bed sore is a secondary problem. What is like, why? Why are we admitting this? Like, admit the patient, man. Looking for clothes at a soup store. Something like that. It's hard to think logically if your loved ones are in the line. Yeah. It is. But that's why I said when I read this, some of his points, were legitimate. Like, justified. Like, that part where he saw the argument. I'm like, oh god, the residents should have done it elsewhere. And shouldn't have done it where he's nearby. Because he's not gonna understand. He's not gonna understand what the hell's going on. And, you can't blame him for that. And then, let's see. He wrote here, number 3, unsystematic. Wait. How did he say it's unsystematic? Oh, okay. Parang magulo. Basically, magulo. Wait, let's see. His dad got admitted in the ICU. And then, on the second night of being in the ICU, they recommended intubation because he's having a hard time breathing. And, what is this? They need to give him high-flow oxygen. What's this? This is, sabi niyo to buy time lang while nagtitake siya ng antibiotics for hospital-acquired pneumonia kasi sabi niyo, mapapagod ang heart niya at possible mag-collapse at mag-stop ito ng beating. Imagine for 2 months stay na hindi na nga siya na-operahan, nagka-type 2 diabetes at pneumonia pa siya under your care, tapos cause of death, severe sepsis. Wait, there's nothing wrong here. This is right. If you have pneumonia, you can get severe sepsis from pneumonia, actually. And the type 2 diabetes, he probably had that way back. Way before. What else? Sobrang sakit panoorin na hirap ang papa ko sa paglagay niyo sa kanya ng tubo. I remember everything. Yung uwol, yung panjak niya, yung bleeding sa mouth niya, ang barubal niya. Oh my God. Why was he watching? They should have had this guy sent out. You know, intubation of patients is not, it's sometimes not very smooth. It can be rough, especially when the patient has a short neck and doesn't open his mouth wide enough. It's really hard to... There are some patients that are very hard to intubate, so it can get messy. It can get bloody, too. It can get bloody. This guy doesn't understand. The guy who posted this does not understand. Yeah, there are some patients that are really easy to intubate, like really smooth, but there's some that are not easy to, and it can get messy. And let me tell you this, guys. I'm not good at intubating. I'm gonna throw this out there. I'm not good at intubating. I have a very low success rate at intubating patients. Every time I have to intubate a patient, it's always hard for me. I can't shoot the tube inside his throat, man. I have to call someone to do it for me, and I'd be like, bro, I can't do this. Can you do it for me? I'm a surgeon. I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm a surgeon. I don't need to do this. You need more practice. Yeah, I practice so much, but I've practiced on a dummy before. I have tried intubating other people before, but I can't. Unless or IM. I think the one I called was IM. If IM has problems intubating, they will call the anesthesiologist. They're better at intubating. They are suave mag-intubate. Let's see. Okay, and then he says here, nagpoop siya ng blood around 1 to 2 p.m. Na-inform kayo around 5 or 6 p.m. Since nagpoop ng blood, tumaas heart rate niya around 10 p.m. Yeah. Sinisisi niyo pa sa amin na hindi kayo agad na-inform, palagi kayong unattended. This is odd. Usually when... I think there was a form of miscommunication. If the patient pooped like 1 or 2, he would tell the nurse. I have a feeling there was like a problem between the nurse and the doctor. I don't know. I don't know about this one. This one's hard. We need to hear their side. Pag pumunta ka sa nurse station, sasabihin na hintayin ng doktor. Yes, true. Gotta wait. Sasabihin, pag pumunta ka sa table na kumpol ng doctors na puro chismisan, tawanan at food trip ang ginagawa, sasabihin hindi sila ang doktor ng patient. Hindi namin alam kung sino ang doktor nag-handle sa kanila. Well, that's true, man. Not all doctors that are in the station are the ones that handle your case, man. You don't want to have a doctor that doesn't know your case to handle. Malay mo, ophthalmologist pala yun. Anong kinalaman niya sa case? Sa case. Huwag na kasi mag-food trip. Bawal mag food trip yung doktor, bro. Yeah, that's how it is though. You really the nurses are the ones that know more than these other doctors that were having their food trip, that were eating and just like having their rest time. It's the nurses that will know. You can always ask the nurses. The nurses know best. Imagine doing rounds on a different patient and just catch. Yeah, that happened to me before. That happened to me. I'm like attending to one patient and this person goes up to me like, Doktora, kailan yung something, ano yung gamot na iinumin niya? I'm like, I would be like, wait, what? Like, wait, I'm under surgery, man. I don't think I handle your case. I have to tell them, hindi, I'm not the doctor for your patient. I'm not the one. Sorry. It happens. Did the OP try to remember the name of the doctor that's attending to the patient? I think he knows, but probably later on that's when he found out, because he doesn't really name drop, but he's like Dr. V, Dr. Ganyan, Dr. R, Dr. He puts a first letter here on the post. So blood extraction, cross-matching, then blood transfusion. 12 a.m., 3 a.m., 6 a.m., 8 a.m., 10 a.m. Walang sawa akong nag-follow up sa inyo dahil hirap na siya sa paghinga. Mapa-nurse station, blood bank, pinag-follow-upan ko pa na. We're so desperate. Nagalit kayo sa akin. Nasabi niyo ang kulit-kulit ko na kesyo di kayo nagmamagic na instant makakahanap ng blood na match para sa papa ko dahil sabi niyo madaming patients kaya pakihintay na lang. Yeah, that's true though. That's true though. You know, blood is scarce. This is a reality though. Mga doktor kayo, di ba kayo nag-uusap? It's frustrating, but ganyan talaga. Yeah, it is. Blood is scarce. I've had patients that needed blood. If they don't have blood, they're gonna die. Basically, put it bluntly. If they don't get transfused with blood, they're gonna die. I have had patients na ganun. And it's very frustrating. I understand the frustrations of these people. But, you know, even to us physicians or doctors, we are frustrated with the system. Like, we want blood for this. This patient needs blood. ASAP. But, you know, if the blood bank can't produce the blood or the blood is not ready, well, there's nothing we can do. That's how hard it is. I have lost patients because of lack of blood. Especially if yes, the AB blood types, those are hard. I've actually had patients that, you know, I was so frustrated that they had, you know, they died because blood wasn't delivered in time. It's a sad reality. It's so frustrating and so disappointing, but it happens. And there's really nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can really do about it. I would always tell the relatives of the patient, like, you gotta look for blood. If there's no blood in the hospital blood bank, you have to look for donors or you have to find blood in another blood bank. Red Cross or something. And, you know, the problem with these patients also, they don't have the funds to get blood. The problem with them is they don't have the funds. So, if they don't have the funds, they can't get blood. They don't look for blood anymore. They don't. And there's really nothing I can do. I can't do anything. I mean, out of all the stuff that, you know, in the charity stuff I do, That is one of the things that I cannot do. I cannot buy for them. They have to do it themselves. And the thing with the charity, the charity stuff I do, I'm the one who buys the materials and the stuff they need for their surgery. But when it comes to like blood, they have to do it themselves. And I don't give them the money. They have, this is something they have to do themselves. I would use the patient funds to help them with everything else, like medicines and other materials, but when it comes to blood, they have to be the one to do it because it's hard. I can't be doing everything, I can't be doing everything on my own. They have to put some effort in too. Because, there are some patients, unfortunately, there are some relatives that do not put in the effort. They don't put in the effort. I've had a few. Like, you want to help a patient that they brought into the ER, but they don't do anything. They do nothing. Cross-matching takes a while, God forbid on RH. Yeah, cross-matching does take a while. Prayer slum. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so that's why the blood is pretty, when it comes to blood, it's pretty difficult. Let's see, what does it say? Okay, she didn't, that time, confirm niya naman na mababa ang hemoglobin niya. Kaya need malisalina ng dugo ASAP. From 10 p.m. to 11:30 a.m., pasyas na salina ng dugo, 1 bag from 175 to 143 heart. Oh, 1 bag only? Nag-improve pero pataas pa rin. Natuwa pa nga kayo kasi nag-respond, nakakausap, nakakapisil ng kamay at gusto pa tumayo. Doon ko nakita yung willingness ng papa ko mabuhay. Waiting kami another blood extraction to ulit check yung hemoglobin for another round of blood transfusion. They only got 1 bag. They probably needed more bags. At dahil nag-poop ng blood, no food intake muna. Naka-NGT siya. Pero ni-refer na daw sa gastro at maghintay para ma-check. 4th day, nag-check ako sa gastro dahil gutom na ang papa ko. Surprise! Ma'am, wala pong na-refer sa amin. Kasi kung meron po, pupuntahan po na. Oh, there was a miscommunication there. This one, I don't know about this. Apparently, the patient was supposed to be referred to gastroenterology to check for the bleeding. The bleeding from the poop. But the referral didn't happen, apparently. Or it was a late referral. I don't know. This is something that the doctors have to talk about. A lot of things can happen here. It could be a missed referral. Worst case scenario, it could be a missed referral. Or there could have been something that happened behind the scenes. You can't blame the bank for being meticulous. They want to make sure the blood is right. Yeah, that's true. When it comes to blood. Nag-decide kami na pakainin si Papa. Oh, para malaman man kung lang yung sikmura. What? Para malamanan man lang yung sikmura niya since di pa naman pala nakasked sa gastro. Sinong hindi maghahalusan? He fed the patient without the doctor's confirmation. Why? Oh, that one is your fault, bro. That one is his fault. They got impatient, but then they waited for 4 days. Oh, that's their fault, man. He fed the... Okay, anyway. Number 4, uncompetitive. Shout out sa 5 failed na kumuha ng dugo sa papa ko to check sana ang hemoglobin niya for another round of blood transfusion. Bro, it's not okay. Are there any med techs on my stream right now? Any one of you are a nurse or a med tech? You guys know that's there. You guys know that not all veins are identifiable. Shout out daw sa 5 failed. Oh my god. Okay, considering that this is an ICU patient, probably dehydrated, for sure dehydrated. I'm gonna assume this is a dehydrated patient. Mahirap tusukan ng ugat ng mga ganito. Dehydrated and then they have swelling on their arms, edematous, like really swelling. Do you know how hard it is to insert lines in that? It's not easy, right? It is easy to get blood or to insert a needle on like healthy patients, like that are not dehydrated or that are not malnourished. It is so easy because their veins are just popping out from their hands or their arms, right? But if the patient is like malnourished and dehydrated, it is not easy to get a vein. I had a very bad case before. I need medication for hematoma, but my blood vessels are too thin even for a needle for kids. Won't work. Yeah, there's some... Oh, hello, Anri. Hello. Hello, Anri. Yeah, there's like... You know, not all veins are that easy, man. Some people have hard veins. Fortunately for me, I don't know. When I had my own... When I got admitted in the hospital and then they had to, like... get blood from me or insert a needle, and my veins are pretty much visible. My RN friend complained that I have hard to find veins. Yeah. So, you know what? You know who are experts at doing this? Nurses are very good. Nurses are trained. They are more trained to insert IV lines than doctors are. Even more so med techs, man. Those guys are trained to really insert needles and shoot the blood vessels. But doctors, people who just enter med school, doctors, no, we are not trained for that. We are trained, but briefly. We're not as skilled as nurses are and med techs. We are not as skilled as nurses and med techs. That's why when a patient requests a doctor to insert their line, they're actually asking the worst type of person to do the IV insertion. You know that has happened to me too. They'll be like, we request a doctor to insert the IV line. And I'm like, that happened to me, and I'm like, are you serious, bro? Are you serious? They're asking a doctor to do it? Like, do they not realize that the best people to do that are the nurses? Hello, Shirolapi. Hello. It's even harder if the patient's a surgical patient because the bore size matters. Yes, it does. But yeah, you know, it's not easy to really... Like, stat or and a green line is needed for the patient with small veins. Yeah, I think especially if you're trying to hydrate the patient, you need a larger bore because you need to be able to put in more fluid than usual. Even more so if it's a trauma patient and then you need to have a blood transfusion going on during the surgery. Yeah, you need a large bore. It's not easy. Let's see. Let's say... Kasama na yung head ng IM na meet ko lang 5th day, 9 a.m. before my father passed away. Hanggang sa huli, di siya nasalina ng dugo dahil unsuccessful nga ang blood extraction mo. Pang 6 na naging successful. Wala pa. Yeah, yun ay easy, man. It's not easy, especially basta malnourished, dehydrated. Not easy to like get a blood sample. Shout out sa mga staff. Di ko nilalahat, mamay. Di ko nilalahat na pag pinagpalit ng oxygen, nagdadabog. Nagdadabog. Una pang tatanggalin na oxygen na nakakabit sa patient bago ayusin mo na yung ipapalit na oxygen imbis na vice versa. Okay. What's this? Shoutout din sa'yo, Doc R. Ba? May Doc R ng IM na sa last day ko lang na-meet, blood extraction lang, di mo pa magawa ng tama. Malamang doktor yan. God. Okay, guys, this is a tip for all of you. When you guys are in the hospital, hopefully you don't end up in a hospital, but if you're in a hospital and you want a blood extraction or you want an IV insertion, don't request a doctor to do it for you. Don't. It's either the nurse or the med tech. If a nurse is unable to insert a line, it means that your veins are bad. If a med tech is unable to get is unable to extract blood from your veins are very bad. Ganon lang yan eh. But don't ask a doctor, man. It's one of the worst things you can do. We are trained for that, but not as much as a med tech and a nurse is. Okay, so basically here, very obvious ang need blood transfusion para makorek yung breathing and BP dahil blood extraction lang di nyo pa magawa ng tama, nag-cost ng buhay ng pinakamamahal namin padre de pamilya. That is odd because they only transfused 1 unit of blood. Usually, we would transfuse 2. I think there's like a missing part of the story here. I hope this post will serve as a reminder to everyone to be careful in choosing hospital where to bring your loved ones. Yeah. Lala ka like 6 bags to get the right amount of platelet. Yeah, it really depends. Yeah, but you know, this entire thing, all his complaints, this is a systemic problem, like the entire system. It's not the faults. It's not completely the faults of the doctor and the nurses. This is a common thing. All of this is very common in public hospitals. Very common problem. And since it's like across the board in public hospitals, it's a system thing. Government system thing. Yeah. Because, you know, it's a system. Ganyan talaga, government hospital. I mean, it's sad, it's disappointing, it's frustrating, but that's how it is. And the only way to really remedy that or to fix it is really, it starts with the government, really. The government support on these kinds of hospitals. Like, it's not enough to just have the malasakit program. It's not enough to have zero balance billing. You have to provide the hospitals with the stuff they need. Like, you are allowing these patients to receive free care, free management, and yet, but then you're not providing the hospital the stuff they need to give, to give the best care they can. That's the problem. Paano po kaya sa mga provincial hospital? Yeah, see? It's a sad reality. Walang budget kasi binul sa yeah, unfortunately. Look at PhilHealth. Oh my god. Yeah, you know what? Speaking of PhilHealth, I still haven't gotten paid. I had some surgeries, and one of them was supposed to be covered by PhilHealth. I still haven't gotten my share. PhilHealth still hasn't given me my professional fee. And I don't know when they will give me my professional fee. I've been told, though, by other doctors that PhilHealth doesn't pay their doctors until like half a year or something. So I guess I'm just gonna have to wait. Di mo ma-follow up. Oh, here's the thing, Wendell. You know PhilHealth has a website, right? PhilHealth has a website where they have a portal. They have a portal for members, and there is one also for healthcare professionals, yeah? They have that. Ever since I applied for my healthcare professional accreditation, so yung PhilHealth ko, inayos ko yan. They told me to register in their portal, so I tried. I attempted to, and I couldn't register. Like, it wouldn't accept, it would, like, when I log in or try to register, it would say, I already have an account. So, okay, I tried to log in using the only email I ever use for stuff like this, and it says there, my account is not activated. So I'm like, what the hell? So you know what I did? I emailed PhilHealth. They did not reply. So I emailed again. I'm like, yo, PhilHealth, I need my accreditation number. I can't apply to my job if I don't have this, and I can't access the portal. And so they replied. This time they replied. They said, "Okay, this is your PhilHealth card. We are still fixing the portal, yada yada yada." I'm like, "Okay, sure." And then a month later, I email again. I say, a month later, I try logging in again. So I'm like, yo, PhilHealth, I still can't log into the portal. I tried calling them, by the way. I called the number that was provided. And when I called them, I think it took me 20 minutes. It was 20 minutes of me being on the phone. And the conclusion of that, at the end of that phone call was like, oh, we can't do it. We can't fix this. You have to contact them through the email provided. I'm like, are you serious? You have no way of at least telling them to do it? And they're like, no, you have to email. I'm like, okay. I emailed them again. I'm like, this is my second follow-up. Like, how do I enter the portal so I can see my, I can see my claim status and all that. And walang reply. That was last month. I emailed them again today, by the way. I'm like, this is my third follow-up message. Where is my login in? How do I log into your stupid portal? How do I log into your portal? So I'm gonna wait again. Puntahan mo talaga yan in person. Yeah, I had a colleague that had the same problem. She went there in person. Wala pa rin nangyari. Wala pa rin nangyari. Like, that was already in person, man. What the fuck, man? What the hell is this? This is all to access their stupid website. Their website is trash. I'm gonna say it right now. Their website is trash. I sent another email. And I think I'm gonna, you know what I should do? Maybe I should send an email every week or something. I'm gonna do it every week. Next week I'm gonna send an email. And then, if like, for a certain number of weeks consecutively, wala pa rin reply, I'm gonna send one every day. I'm gonna spam their stupid email. I'm going to spam their inbox, man. Like, follow up. Until their email is full of my messages. Should I still continue with residency at the state hospital? Plague burp. Okay. What do you plan to take? What specialty do you plan on taking? Plague burp. Baka intern pa gumawa ng website. It's a shitty website. I'm sorry, man, but their website is trash. Ortho? Oh, ortho. It's okay. It's up to you. Do you want to go to... Okay, here's the thing with okay, I'm gonna show you the pros and cons of being in a government versus a private hospital. Okay? Pros of being in a what do I start with? What do you want me to start with? Should I start with government? Pros of being in a government hospital. Pros, okay? Pros of being in a government hospital. Hold on, let's... Hold on. Pros. Okay, that's too big. Pros government Pros government hospital. Okay. Pros of being in a government hospital. One, a lot of patients. Lots of patients. Like, you will have an endless amount of patients. Okay? So the exposure and the number of cases you'll have, it'll be a lot. You will have a lot of patients. You will have a good, because the more patients you have, the more trained you'll be. Okay, so that's the pros. Lots of patients / cases. Another pro is it's like a, what is it? Another pro is there's more independence. More independence, meaning the stuff you do, like the cases you will do, you do not have a like, you can do cases on your own. Like, you won't have, like, you will be taught by your senior or by the attending physician And then, once they teach you, they will let you do cases. Okay? They will let you do cases on your own. So you get early exposure. So more independence, early exposure. Okay? So, what else? Pros. Early exposure. I don't know if this is kind of a kind of a pro, but you are more eye opener to eye opener in a sense that you can see firsthand what the problem. In a physician's point of view, you will see the problem of you. It's eye opening where you see the actual problem with the system. Because I think if you're just in a private hospital and you don't see or you're not exposed to this setting, you become a bit ignorant about how a lot of Filipinos have problems or have a hard time consulting. So it's an eye opener, something like that. You start to understand the position these people are in. Yeah. Okay. What else? Oh, in relation also to lots of people, patients, and cases, you will also get more exposure to unique cases. So usually it's in a hospital, in the government hospital, where you have the extremely you can find rare cases here a lot because of the number or the caseload. You have a chance of seeing rare cases for learning, of course. You will be exposed to the more severe cases of what could have been simple. And the more you are exposed to severe cases, it makes things easier for you because you've been dealing with severe cases so much that once you're given a simple case, it is super easy for you. Okay? Okay, cons. Cons of government. Cons government hospital. Cons of the government hospital is also at the same time lots of patients. Okay. This is also a con. It is a pro and a con at the same time. Because when you have a lot of patients, yes, you are exposed to many, and because of having a lot of patients, you have more independence, you have early exposure. The con of that is that you are more tired. More tired. You are more tired. You are more overworked, I guess, in a way. Okay. Lack of facilities. There are a lot of government hospitals that do not have the ideal facilities. Okay, some hospitals I know do not have an MRI. But I think if you're ortho, probably the hospital you are in will have an MRI because MRI is very important for orthopedic surgeons. But yeah, there's still a lack of facilities, lack of materials. Lack of materials, lack of materials and meds. Okay? So even something as simple as gauze is lacking. Patients are... Kamino, thank you for the resub. Hello. Okay, another con is the patients are... Patients mostly cannot afford healthcare. Okay, this is a con also. Patients mostly cannot afford healthcare. So you're gonna be seeing a lot of patients that need treatment but are unable to afford anything. Like, if you need them to buy a certain something for their healthcare, they will not be able to afford because they don't have enough money. And when it comes, and in orthopedic surgery, by the way, in orthopedic surgery, the expensive thing about orthopedics is the metal screws and plates and the rods. In some hospitals, I don't know if it applies to others, but in some hospitals, the patient needs to pay extra for this. And I know the metal plates and screws are expensive because that's metal, man. That's metal. They have to pay for it. It depends on the attending physician if they require them to buy it. I've had to buy bleach for Dakins before. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Okay, other cons. Barely any time to study. Because even as a resident, you need to study because you have exams. You will have in-house exams and you will have exams, like board exams, or you will have a in-service exam. There we go. In-service exams. Because you have so much patience and so much things to do, you're going to... You will have to study. You guys have to study. We have 2 exams. We have CERES and RIT. I don't know with orthopedics. Wait, if you're taking you're going for a straight orthopedic program, right? Because I think there's some orthopedic programs where they take like I don't know how many years of general surgery before they go to orthopedics. I think there's a straight program. Okay. So there's barely any time to study. Alright. And also, lastly, because of the many patients you have, expect to be doctor shamed. More chances of being doctor shame, bro. Just more chances of being doctor shame. Cause what they see, they will watch you and see what you're doing and see what you're doing wrong. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's go to private hospitals. Private. Pro. Okay, the pros of being in a private hospital. So, you still have enough patients. Like, yeah, you get a lot of patients in government. In some private hospitals, you do have a lot of patients also there. The pros of a private hospital: comfy. Very comfy. Air conditioning everywhere. Air conditioning everywhere. And then when you have conferences, you have good food. Good food. When you have conferences, the food is yummy. Good food. And then, what else? It's comfy, there's good food. What do you call this? Patients can afford. healthcare. So, patients can afford healthcare. So, you won't have much problem with patients, because that are too, what do you call this? Financially challenged. Most of these patients can afford their healthcare. Okay, good complete facilities / materials. Everything is complete in a private hospital. It's complete, so you won't have any problem. Like if they have a surgery coming up or if they need certain medications, it is there. It is prepared. You need to change the dressing of a certain patient. Oh, they have everything. They have the gauze, they have the betadine, they have whatever you want. And instead of Dakin solution, you're gonna use Milton solution. You're gonna use the prepared one. They have everything. Okay. Yeah. Like everything is ready. They have everything. Like you don't have to worry about like a relative having to buy something outside just so you can treat a patient. No, everything is there. It is ready. It is ready for you. Ano ba? Oh, more time to study. You have more time to study. Because you have more time to study because the load isn't as heavy as in government hospitals. You have more time to study for your exams. So everything in the private hospital is ideal. Ideal management. Like here, everything is ideal. The timing of management, how fast the laboratories are, everything is complete. It's complete and it's ideal. It's also comfy. And you get good food. What else? Okay. Chances of being doctor shamed are lower. It's lower. Chances of being doctor shamed is much lower because if a relative is unhappy with your service, if a relative is unhappy with your service, they will just complain about you through official channels. Like, those, they have like a complaint section, a complaint slip. They'll just write it there. Si Dr. Shiori po, hindi nilinis yung sugat ko. Freaking heck. Okay. Alright. Cons private hospital. Okay, cons. Being in a private hospital. Okay. The cons of being in a private hospital, so I wouldn't say patient load because the patient load in private hospitals, it's just right. It's pretty much just right. It's not overloaded. It's okay. So that's not one. Let me see. What did I put in those government? Okay. Not less independence. So in a private hospital, majority of the patients are under the care of the attending physician, And what they do, usually it's the attending physician that does the case, the operation or whatever, and you are just going to assist. And the attending physician can let you do the case, but under his guidance. So he will be breathing down your neck. And everything you do to this patient, even the post-op care, you have to really go through with the consultant, with the attending physician about it. Because this is their patient. So it's more... You're more on a leash. They are watching you. Because it is their patient. If the patient complains, it's gonna look bad on the attending physician, not really much on you. Another one is there are a lot of entitled patients. Okay? These are the type of people that'll be like, oh, are you treating me like this because I have an HMO? Are you doing this to me because I have an HMO? Or like, I asked Google, I checked in Google. I asked ChatGPT, and this is what they said. You'll get stuff like that. You just need to learn how to talk to these kind of people. On another note, they are more prone to these guys are more prone to complain. They're more prone to complain about you. But they'll do it through the proper channels. So, if they think you're a bad doctor because you didn't smile at them, they're going to complain. What's wrong with HMO? It's just that some people feel so entitled then when they have the HMO. They'll be like, you're treating me like this because I have an HMO. Because, it's like, let's just say that HMO, it's a health insurance, but some HMOs, on the doctor side, okay, some HMOs don't pay right away. Or they don't give much. But, if a patient's coverage is large in an HMO, some doctors tend to take advantage of it. Okay. What else? What are other cons? Less time to not less time. Oh wait, you have more times than that. What else? Cause of being in a private hospital, late exposure. This is in relation to less independence. There's late exposure. Okay. Some private hospitals give you rotation to government hospitals. So, I don't know if orthopedics does this, but in some private hospitals, like the ER, they rotate to government hospitals. So, those hospitals that do have rotation to government hospitals, what happens is that at least they gain the advantage or the pro, being an eye opener. Because if you're just trained in a private hospital that doesn't rotate you outside and let you see the real world, you might not, what do you call it? Privilege. Privilege. You might not understand or see what it's really like in like the non-private hospitals. I think they do that. There's some hospitals that do outside rotations. I don't know much ortho, but yeah, like I know some in surgery. There's some hospitals in the private that make them rotate in public hospitals. When it comes to surgery, kasi we have a certain number of cases we need. And if the private hospital cannot provide the number of cases we need, they rotate us to another hospital. Yeah. What else is a con in a I guess that's it, actually. Now, if you're gonna ask me, which I prefer, where I prefer to train, if you're gonna ask me, I would pick a private hospital. But it's really up to you. It's up to you which you want. If you're gonna go to a government hospital, be prepared to have your, to be mainit ang ulo. Be prepared for, all that stuff that I've been through. And then, yeah. It's up to you. It's really up to you. It's up to the person what they prefer. So, yeah. Okay. I'll take up those considerations. Yeah. It's up to you. Just weigh the pros and cons, and then it's up to you to decide what do you prefer. Do you prefer a very busy, very very busy environment? Do you want to be in, because they both have their pros and cons. You want to be in a very busy environment, but have a lot of patients, but then the thing is you're gonna be seeing a lot of there's gonna be a lot of disappointments and frustrations. Or do you want to be in a comfy place, less cases but a comfy place? The problem is you're gonna be dealing with patients, privileged patients. You're gonna be dealing with privileged patients, and that also have like this entitlement. Although I've seen some patients that are like this in government hospitals, like they would act like freaking VIPs. I have seen patients that act like this in a government hospital. Like they'd be like, sila yung relative ni ganyan or whatever, and do you know who I am? I am the ganyan of ganyan. Like, I'd be like, I don't give a shit who you are. Gago. Ano ngayon kung yun? Bro. Yeah, well, of course, if it's a kamag-anak ng government official, we will take special care as long as they are not being bitches, okay? I mean, if they are nice, then it's so everything's good, everything's fine. But if you're gonna be some Karen, meron nangyari sa akin yun eh. Like, well, hindi naman yung parang relative ako ni ganyan. This is like one Karen. I was busy, and then she was asking me a question. I answered her, but I was multitasking. And then she gets angry at me saying, ang bastos ko sumagot, ganon. And, ano yan, parang, wala akong pake. And I looked at her like, are you kidding me? I answered your question. I am just doing something also because I have a lot of patience. May mga ganun. Some patients will also complain if you're not smiling at them. Para kang masungit. If you don't smile, masungit ka. Freaking heck. It is very. I hate entitled people, man. Splat. I'll give the form tomorrow though. I'm so tired today. Muntik na mahulog sa joyride or for like 10 times. Oh my god, you need a seatbelt. And hello, cilantro. Hello, cilantro. I streamed Tekken yesterday. Oh, wow, yesterday. Yesterday I was just quick matching. And I lost multiple times to this one Anna that had 13 wins. No, when I faced that Anna, I had like 13 wins. And then when I broke her streak, I'm like, yeah, I let go. I'm like, I'm happy. I'll play her some more, but I'm happy I broke the streak. I was like, yeah, I broke the streak. Dok, ang ganda mo, wag na ako mainit. Diyos ko. Kilala mo ba tatay ko? And my friend clapped back with, bakit hindi mo kilala? Bro, I should do that. Hindi mo ba kilala yung yung kuya ko, yung tito ko, yung nanay ko, yung like, bakit hindi mo kilala? Yeah, I watched for a bit with the Anna matchup. Okay. Nice. I downloaded your Ghost, by the way. Like, towards the end of the stream, I was like, okay, let's go download some Ghosts. And I'm like, let's look for Cilantro's Ghost. I'm gonna download your Ghost. How did it go? I didn't fight it yet. I fought my own Ghost because I saw the Ghost thing, the Ghost yet. I was just checking the difference between fighting your Ghost and spar with your Ghost. And apparently spar with your Ghost is the one that where you can teach it combos and stuff. So I tried it and it actually did pick up. It started parrying. My Ghost started parrying the shit out of me. I'm like, okay, it actually works now. But then I don't know if it'll like, I have to play it some more and see if it actually picks up stuff. Like, more stuff. I haven't seen it do a complete combo yet. I was just, like, checking it. Like, what is the difference between, your Ghost and then spar with your Ghosts? Or spar with Ghost or something. Anyway. I haven't fought your Ghost yet, so. I just downloaded it, but I didn't fight it yet. Oh my god, it's 12. Okay. I'm good for tonight, guys. I think I will post the stream schedule of the week tomorrow instead because I want to go to bed. I want to sleep. We've been yapping for 3 hours. Okay, let me see. Look at my schedule here. I am going to stream 4 days, so my next stream will be on Wednesday. Wednesday, I'll do the yung 5 Hearts Under One Roof. We'll continue that dating sim game. Or no, wait, no. On a Wednesday, we will do Love in Deep Space. That's what we're gonna do. Love in Deep Space on Wednesday. I'm gonna start polling. We need to get Savior, Silas, and Caleb. Beach episodes. We gotta get Savior. I want Savior. Savior or Silas or Caleb is fine too. hope I get one. At least one of them. Yeah. And then I think I'll do 5 Hearts Under One Roof in Thursday. And then Saturday. Okay, I think Saturday I'll do Tekken 8. I'll do a Tekken 8 stream on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday night. And then I don't know what to do on Sunday night. We'll see. We'll see. Either or. Wait. Oh yeah. I think basta ganun mangyayari. Basta either Saturday or Sunday night. Tekken. You gonna pull for the beach and wedding banner. The beach banner. The beach. I want my beach outfit savior and Silas, man. And Kayla works too. Ang hirap naman kasi pag tatlo yung lalaki. Hirap kasi pag tatlo yung lalaking eh. I actually updated the Love and Deep Space on my iPad. I haven't opened it yet, so I think if I open it, I'm gonna have a lot of messages and missed calls by the love interests. Anyway, yeah, we good for tonight. We'll go raid somebody. Let's see, who do we raid? Thanks guys for coming to my stream. Sino ba raid natin? Oh my god, there's a lot of people streaming right now. Who did we... Ang dami. I have a lot of people on my Oh, wait. Luto Araka is streaming. Wait, let me see. Okay, let's read Luto Araka. This VTuber is an English VTuber. So, ano tayo? Pon raid, I guess. English VTuber. This VTuber is the artist of this VTuber is the artist of Gargura. We'll go raid her. What is she doing? Oh my god, she's doing art streams. Very sussy art stream. Okay, let's go. We'll go raid her. She's doing a very sussy art stream. We'll go raid her right now. Pon raid. Do Pon raid. Wag naman support raid. She's not Filipino. She's not Filipino, guys. Raid Luto Araka. Go raid her. Yeah, she's drawing. I have no idea what she's drawing, but she is freaking drawing sussy art right now. I don't know. Buti naman pumayag Twitch sa ganitong art na ginagawa. I forgot the agency. What agency? Oh yeah, no, yes, she was part of an agency. I forgot also. I forgot the agency. What agency was she in? Oh, Prism Project. She's from Prism Project. Prism Project. Okay. Anyway, Otsupon, guys. Thank you for coming. I'll see you guys on Wednesday next. Or maybe Monday and Tuesday, depending if I'm gonna do a guerrilla stream on YouTube. Guerrilla working stream. Bye-bye. See you. Good night.